Josh Cronk, back with Travis Alexander. I screwed up, and I accidentally wiped out the very last parts of our conversation. But then I found them again, and then we decided, fuck it, let's cut a new track, because there's some shit we should have talked about earlier. So here it is, the final run. Give a big hand. Everybody welcome SelectClub. Travis Alexander, man. What's going on?
Not a lot, man. I just came back down. I thought we had some lost footage or technically
audio, bro.
Audio, bro.
Audio.
Figured come.
We're going backwards. We're going backwards. It can't be part of the norm, man.
Right, that's true.
You said you had a story you wanted to tell, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about the story. I was at work the other day, and it's kind of stuff of legends, really, I guess. When I got arrested on senior trip. West Nottoway school district decided that I couldn't go on senior trip, but my bank account said I could.
Okay, well, hold on, wait a minute. What was the offense that they said you couldn't go?
Just because I only went there the last half of my senior year. They said I hadn't been there long enough didn't help any of the class projects and stuff. So...
Never mind the time spent before moving time, correct? Right. Never mind. Kindergarten, Miss Henry, I guess that shit didn't count, did it?
Pretty much.
Oh, snap.
And so I went down with a couple buddies who will remain nameless. If they ever hear this, they'll know who they are.
I like it that way.
And
come on. If you know who they are and you get bold, let me know. Come on.
Went down to this place, a head shop down there, and... a tattoo shop. Buddy got a tattoo, and on the way back, I had a car that had a Delta 88, had two 12s in the back of it, and it had a weird wiring problem. Sometimes it would kill the dash lights and the tail lights. So I whipped through McDonald's and I pull out, and this is like a half mile to the hotel. So I'm just next thing I know, cherries come on. I had a little bit of something on me I probably shouldn't have, but they found it, and I went to jail overnight, and I had to go get my car back. And yeah, it was. I went to court down there, for the charge, and they gave me probation. And well, fast forward, I had basically dodged out after the hearing and never seen a probation officer. Fast forward 8 years later, I get a piece of mail from Miller County in Missouri, which is Lake Ozark, where everybody they went to senior trip, saying that the warrant had been lifted from my arrest.
You outran the police of Miller County, Missouri for how many years? 8 years?
8 years. I just wasn't...
So you beat it by 7, you beat the 7-year mark. They absolved it.
They sent it to me, they're like, hey,
They said you shitbag of a fucking scumbag.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here and don't ever come back.
And then now they absolved me so I can go back to the Ozarks. So.
Oh, well, hey, man. You never know what retirement will bring.
I went to count...
So you don't want to be 80 years old rolling through the Ozarks, Travis, and get popped, man, because that might be heavy.
They released me.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
They Tuscumbia was the name of the town where the county jail was, Miller County. I walked 27 miles back there to get my car and stuff. And a buddy, long time buddy, had to loan me a little bit of money to get my car out of impound. So
they took you 27 miles away from your car?
Yeah, that's where the county jail was. I did it overnighter for that one.
So did you actually walk it, or did you...
I walked it the whole way, all the way back in there. I didn't quite have enough money to...
How long did it take you?
What?
How long did it take you?
I don't remember the hours wise. It was a grip, though. I got out in the morning, and I
said, fuck it, I want to go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to walk it. There's a lot of...
one time I wound up in a situation I had to walk between fucking Maitland and Skidmore. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, that.
It was, again, that's something that requires a lot of likes and shares to hear that story. The meeting was it wound up that situation. There's been a few times I've been caught out in beautiful Polk County, and
sometimes it's guilty as charged.
Well, yeah, sometimes it is guilty as charged. Let's see, what would be a good one? Okay, I had a 1987 Monte Carlo. It was gold. And let me tell you something. I was 18 years old. I was a total dickhead in the thing. So, Anyway. Anyway, yeah. Well, there's a couple stories involving this, and there's a story that does involve this, but this is not the one.
Oh, okay. Shit.
So anyway, me and well, let's see, who was it? Oh, I don't want to drop no names, but if you hear this story and you because I can't remember your name, but if you happen to hear this story and you're like, hey,
I was that
dumbass,
guy.
it was me, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit, yeah. Come on, let's talk about the story. But anyway, needless to say, I wound up on a mud road with that car buried to the fenders, and Holt County's finest, Sam Glassford, had me in his Jeep, wanting me to write a statement. And this is how Sam framed it. So I'm in the truck. Well, we had some history with this guy. Okay, that's other.
Right.
That's other
right.
good times and
Right.
shit like that. But anyway, he takes me out of my car. I'm caught dead to right. I'm stuck. I'm stuck as fuck,
Right.
dude. Me and Travis Haynes had just taken a fucking set of springs off a Chevy pickup, front end springs off 4-wheel drive, and put them in the rear of my car. So I had it. It was raking really fucking hard. I just bounced all over the fucking place, man. It's totally hoopty.
Yeah.
But fucking, I had that car stuck. I mean, I buried it, dude, right to the gills. And, it wound up getting left there. But anyway, somebody ended up calling the law. Here come two Holt County's finest, one being Sam Glaff. I don't know who the other one was. But anyway, I know Sam's going to treat me like a fucking scumbag.
Right.
Right? He's going to.
Yeah,
I know this in my head. So
well, yeah, especially
I'm standing on the side of the road, and I've got my boots on. And I was wearing I always wore work boots.
Right.
Growing up, that's just what I wore. Right. But I'm sitting there and I'm piling mud on top of my boots, trying to get as much of that mud on my top of my boot as I can get, because I know Sam's going to take me back to his Jeep, dude. Like, I'm going back to the Jeep.
Right.
This is one of the deals. He's like, I got you now, boy.
Right.
You know. This is one. He can drive me out this field, put me down. I don't know if it's that extreme, but there was some cases that might have been.
Right.
But here's the long story short. I get into the Jeep and he's reading me his rights. He's going at me about being out here on this mud road and fucking around. And he goes, "You're gonna write a statement." I'm like, "Well, okay." I'm like, I'm stuck on a mud road.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think even had. I don't think it probably does now.
Right.
But back then, I don't think it had a street sign. It's just a fucking mud road, just right outside of town, right behind the Maitland Middle School.
Right.
One of the best years of my life took place at Maitland Middle School. 5th grade, baby. 5th grade. But fucking, that was the first time I moved. But anyway, while he's sitting and reading me the rights, I'm taking that mud and I'm packing it up underneath the dash of his Jeep. Just like, yeah, Sam, you're right, Sam. I'm a dirtbag, Sam, absolutely. So he writes this, hey, he has his paper, and I'm writing it out. He's like, fill out a statement. I was like, well, all right, well, I'm out mudding, fucking around, and I'm stuck on a mud road. He goes, write the road name. I'm like, well, where am I at? Like, I don't know the fucking road name. Right. What do you fucking mean? Where you at? And now he's pissed.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this dude thinks I'm tripping out on drugs or something. Like, no, I just don't know where the fuck I'm at. You know, I'm in Maitland.
Right.
Like, I get that. I'm a mile up from the school. I get that, Sam. But there's no name on the road, bro. Like, I don't know that.
It's a cow path, man.
At that time, it was. I'm quite sure it's probably graveled now. But I can't, dude. There's a lot of shit happened out there. I took a fucking white knuckle ride. It was actually a beer knuckle ride, which was pretty common around them parts of the woods when I was a kid. Like, we were all Nottoway Holt kids.
Take their faces off.
You just rack them up. I don't care where you're from. You're from Maryville? You don't drink beer, dude. You can't drink. You ain't gonna fucking drink. Ain't gonna happen, man. One night, dude. I was slamming fucking 40-ounce bottles out of my cousin Jake's keg for $1 a bottle, and I woke up with like $15 in my pocket. Like, come on, man. These kids, plus them kids ain't never seen that shit. But I was partying over at Maryville, people, man. 40 ounces of 40-0, dude. Like, you had your 40-0.
Yeah.
If he was having a good time. You want to drink them fast, because if you got down to the bottom, it was just warm beer and spit.
I seen when there was Guy took me back and I seen a natural ice 40 in the IV. I'm like, I'm dirty.
I want that 40 ounce natty light.
No, it was a natty ice.
Oh, it's an ice. Oh, you know about fire.
I about did it. I was like, man, I'm a dirtball.
What's an ice? Like 5'9"?
Yeah, I about bought.
Oh no, dude, man! I used to
I remember drinking those, doing Edward 40 hands with them.
Oh Jesus Christ, dude! We did fucking. I was drinking so much fucking Milwaukee's Beast, Travis.
Oh.
Coming out of like right out of high school through like my first couple years of Kawasaki, I was drinking so much Beast. I was fucking cracking them open and laying them back. Just fucking. Who needs food? You know, fuck that shit.
And none of that beer was as skanky as that hams that was in that cooler in the trailer kitchen there.
Oh, yeah. Hams. There's a couple times I got messed up on hams.
How old did you say those hams were?
Oh, yeah.
Those ones you had left all skunked out? Ones that were all skunked out in your kitchen that was in a cooler on some float trip you went on? You're like, yeah, grab one. I grabbed one out
there. No. I think the float trip was probably... That was probably with... Let's see, I was with John Merritt, Dan Brown, Ashley Keever.
They were terrible.
I think, yeah, Laura was involved.
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't even float. I couldn't even float. I was too fat. I get in the fucking ring, and my ass would hit the ground to stop the whole fucking train of events. So I just accepted the fact that Fat Boy Josh ain't gonna ride this thing.
Yeah.
So I just walk up to the boat and I grab my cube of fucking Coors, and I start walking. So I slammed my Coors, and God bless me, Smokey. I didn't mean to do any of that shit, Smokey the Bear. I apologize, but I was sticking my beer can down in the sand, drinking, and I got so far ahead of them that I would set in the river, you know, because my ass is fat. We jumped off there at Claremont, and I think we was going down to Kim Jones's beach. I think that's where we was supposed to be going. But anyway, I get set down in the water, man. The old fucking fish start eating on you, and then the catfish start moving around. I could hear them coming from like a mile away. I just sat there and float and drink booze. It was a pretty good float trip.
Yeah.
I didn't float any of it. I walked the entire thing, but it was a great float trip.
Yeah.
Might tell you what, my fucking feet were sore, dude, trumping that wet sand like that. I was like, soldier on. Just soldier on. Just soldier on. You know, I don't know, it's just the monotony, I don't want to say monotony of it, but you know.
I've been on some epic float trips, man.
Have you? I haven't been on a whole lot, but.
Wisconsin River, almost drowned there.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Sketchy. Right in front of the Frank Lloyd Wright School, with Towson.
So it got real?
Oh, yeah, it was.
We got about 3.5 minutes, bro.
Man,
you want to run them? Tell your story, dude.
Floating down, we were outside of Spring Green, Wisconsin, where, you know, Frank Lloyd Wright Towson was there. That's like his home. Then House on the Rock is right there close, too, but the Wisconsin River runs right by there.
Yeah.
So we went to this, place, went and got tubes and everything, and they were supposed to pick us up. They said, stay away from the left side of the bank by this one bridge because it's a really strong current. Well, my dumb ass been drinking, like the whole way down, which was a couple mile float, And I get there and I get over in that current and I get flipped over. And I swam like hell, but it was close. Like I went under a couple times, and the whole time there was this guy.
Nobody even knows this is going down.
No, just me, and then the person that was with me, and then there was a few people.
So were they on
the shore? There was a guy on the shore with a boat. I remember this to this day. I don't know why. There was a guy on the shore with his right underneath the bridge with his boat and his son, who was probably 10 or 11. And I went under, and they were just sitting there watching me, they weren't going to do nothing to help.
Oh no shit!
And when I swam down, I finally did get obviously to the bank.
You sure you weren't seeing something?
No. I came back up there, and because that's where they were picking up everybody.
Right.
So there was people there, but these were the ones that watched. And I came back up there, and they were standing there, and I was going to rip that dude's head off. I was so he was just sitting there and watching me, struggle.
He may have been in total shock.
And that was a sketchy one.
Anyway, man, Travis, we got to go. We're pressing time. 30 seconds left.
Oh shit.
Goddamn, man, I love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for doing this stuff. Quick, hurry up. Twitter, throw that out there.
Zennial Noise, man. Check me out at Zennial Noise on Twitter.
And I hope you throw that out there. You better start pumping shit out.
I'll start putting stuff out. I got a bunch of stuff on there.
Facebook, just normal Facebook?
Yeah, it's normal Facebook.
All right, man. Look my boy up. You know you love him. Travis Alexander, everybody. Good night.
Night. Man, that's